All right, guys, we focused on the forehand, but I also want to talk a little bit about the backhand. So I'm going to look at this camera so that you guys can actually see me from this side, the close-up, and then you guys will be able to also see the racket transfer on the side angle from that side. So basically, the same thing would apply. Like I'd be facing you. For those of us that have a two-handed backhand, what would happen is I would switch grips. Okay, so my right hand would release, my left hand would turn. Okay, let's do that again. My right hand would release gently, my left hand would turn, okay, to give me exactly the semi-western backhand grip that I want. Then my hands would lock, okay? And that happens very quickly. So you would see right at the split step, okay? Right at the split step it happens. So you see, split step no longer just means, oh, let me just hop. It also means switching grips, switching grips, switching grips. So not only are you ready here, you are ready here, okay? So very important to pay attention to that. So now I've split and I've put my racket in backhand position, all right? The same thing would happen. My racket would go back first, okay? My step would go forward, all right? That would be my first adjustment right here. You see my racket head is up. Always keeping in mind that the best contact happens higher than your hip, okay? You do not want to get in the habit of making contact lower than your hip. That's less than ideal of a swing. Okay, so now I'm here, my racket is loaded, my torso is up straight, my head is facing you, okay, my shoulder is facing you. For those of you that need kind of frame of reference, okay, to be able to align everything to hit the perfect shot, my brim, my shoulder, okay, and my chin, my eyes are looking at the ball, where I'm gonna make contact, and then everything would basically rotate for perfect pivot. The contact would be right here where my knee is, okay? And then my follow through would go all the way up, okay, with a nice full pivot, belly button facing the direction of my shot, okay, my foot has pivoted, my hips are aligned, my torso is straight, everything is balanced. That's a perfect shot, okay. For the one-handed backhand players out there, the same thing would apply, okay. You would split to get yourself in a backhand position, you would turn your racket head, okay, with your eyes staying on target with the ball, okay, you would take your first step, adjustment step, your racket head is up, you would make contact at the same place right here, okay, with exactly the same mechanics as for the two-handed backhand, except that your balancing hand here would stay back. It would trail, all right? So you would have your trailing hand in the back for a follow-through upward, okay? The one-handed backhand player would not finish around their neck. What they would do is they would finish upward, okay, so that they can come back to a ready position, all right? For the two-handed backhand players, you would already be in ready position because you just don't let go of your hand. And then after the split, you would basically switch back to the proper grip for the next shot.